Hey everybody, we're back, broski. It's Tina back with another video, man. On the Bomba Clot and Saras Clot, man. Brace Jason Blaha, Strength and Bomba Clot Fitness, man. Yeah, alright. Power bodybuilding. Omar Yezov to Steve Shaw are chiming in, but everyone forgot lifting history, whatever. Nobody forgot shit, bro. You're not the first one to do this. This goof has been watching. This guy is so delusional, bro. This guy's been watching my channel. He's getting fucking nuts. God damn it. Bleeping fucking. You know what? I gotta tell you, man. Bodybuilding means to build your body, bro. It's a carryover to every sport. Yes, it is. Powerlifting is not a carryover to any sport, but bodybuilding means to build your body, to make it bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Why do you get faster? Because you get more myofibular growth. Yeah. You get more of these nuclei. But that's in the real realm, in the natural world, in the real world, if you know how to do that. But you don't know how to do that. I can prove it on my channel. You understand me? Without these nuclei, there's no hypertrophy. Look in my community section. It tells you you cannot further that growth hypertrophy without these nuclei. Get it? And protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. Yeah, bro. They enhance you. These nuclei make you into a superhuman if you ever get them. Now, them together with the myofibular growth make you into a superhuman. I'm not saying them themselves make you into. Look, if your body goes back to what I would call a homeostatic state, right? At some point, let's say you never lift for many years, a decade or something. Eventually, within the end of the decade, your body will most likely regress for sure. There's some parts it'll go away, but those nuclei hang around. So you can kind of get back into that point. But the nuclei with the fiber make you into a superhuman. I'm not saying the nuclei themselves going to make you a superhuman. No, the nuclei and the muscle fibers and them getting mass on them make you into a superhuman. And the fitness part where you actually got better, yeah, by practicing and whatever. So bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Stronger. How do you get stronger? More myofibular growth. How do you get faster? You get type 2 muscle fibers because that's the ones that get bigger. And that's the ones where you get more of them. Yes, but it's a feat to get that. That's right. It's a feat, bro. Let's listen to his bullshit rant.
It's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would sit down and cover this topic for you guys today.
Are you going to show the forearm again?
Yes. Glorious form.
Oh, this guy's so delusional, bro. You have no clue. The chicken wing. He's showing us his chicken fucking wing. This 75-year-old man is so goddamn delusional.
Forearm shot. All right, let's talk about the hottest topic of the week. I kind of covered it a little bit yesterday.
It isn't hot. It's been around forever. We all know power bodybuilding. Mike O'Kern and Mike O'Tren and Omar Yezov and everybody and all that talking about it. It's nothing new, bro. You just are upset because I've been mentioning it on my videos. I'm fucking coming out with the truth, destroying you. You hate it. You have no clients. 2 slots available. Yeah. Your head's bald.
But everybody's jumping in on this power building thing. Someone's linking me stuff with Omar Yezov getting in on it. Steve Shaw. Everybody's jumping in.
Steve Shaw's the worst influencer in fucking history. Him with his, you gotta get stronger to get bigger. Okay, what happens when you get big? What kind of big is it? Water bloat? Sarcoplasmic? What is that gonna do for you? Get big? Big and fat? You gotta get it stronger. What kind of stronger? A body stronger or a stronger lift? Which one is it? Get your body stronger or a stronger lift? If you get your body stronger, will the lift feel easy to lift? Man, these people are so dumb. They're so fucking out to lunch.
In this conversation. And here's the problem with everyone talking about this.
Yeah.
First of all, power building doesn't even mean anything, right?
Neither does powerlifting. It means nothing. But bodybuilding means to build your body. Bigger, better, stronger, and faster. But powerlifting means absolutely nothing. What does that mean? Power lift? You're going to power lift? Power wash. How about power washing? Power building. What are you building? Building power? See what I mean? I don't know, bro. What is it really?
I mean, the first person I remember using that term was Mike O'Hearn, right? The greatest natural of all time. Walking around, he's a palate.
Yeah, he's just as natural as you are. You're just jealous because he's better looking than you, man. He's got it made. What do you got?
With an 18 charisma, right? Won all sorts of judo and powerlifting championships as a lifetime natural. Even though he didn't even compete in the events, he still won the champion.
That's like yours. You cheated in the events because you took steroids to make some fake records. Yes, you, the bald guy, 75-year-old man. Oh, wait, you're what? 45? Fuck me. I didn't even know, man. Looks 75 to me. I guess all that lifting really worked, eh? The accelerated aging.
Chips. He was a power builder, but he used that term.
What a health benefit of lifting. It accelerates aging. Lifting accelerates aging. What a health benefit, bro. That's amazing health benefit to accelerate aging. I always thought in the world everybody's trying to slow down aging. These motherfuckers, they're all trying to fucking accelerate aging and die faster than the last time. No wonder why they're all dying.
It's just a marketing term, guys. It's just a marketing term. Here's the thing. Everyone wants to slap these labels on everything instead of just saying, hey, I work out.
I'd be surprised if this guy even makes it to 50. Man, I'm pushing like late 60s, but this guy, I cannot only imagine him pushing 50 in a couple of years.
I train. I'm a fitness enthusiast. Half these influencers don't have a title of any type. There is no title.
Neither are you. You keep calling yourself coach. What's the title? Coach? Are you a coach? Coach of what? Coach of bullshit? Bro, you got 113K for the rest of your life. You have over 10,000, practically 11,000 videos. 11,000 videos, man, of nothing. You made 11,000 videos about nothing. You never educated people about anything. You know what I mean? What did you educate them on? Oh, how to lift a heavy weight. Man, you don't need somebody to teach you how to lift a weight off the floor. Max Strasny, he lifts weights. He started with a light weight and then he worked his way up to a heavy weight. Everybody knows this. It's instinctual. If you start moving things around, you get better at them. You do things, you get better at them. You understand Blaha. That's how it works.
All right? Bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, these are forms of competition. Strongman is a form of competition. Just because you're strong in a man doesn't make you a strong.
If they're a competition, not necessarily. If you do it for yourself, it is whatever you want it to be. Listen, in this world, you could be whatever the fuck you want. Acting police officer, acting judge, acting astronaut, acting power lifter, get it? Acting strongman. You're acting, bro, get it? These are all fake. Everything is fake. But building your body is actually real. It's actually kind of real, yeah. Your body gets built. It gets built when it gets these micro injuries, and then it gets built, especially when you eat protein, a high nutrient diet.
Just because you build your body doesn't make you a bodybuilder. These are labels for.
Yes, it does. If I build my body, I'm not a bodybuilder on a stage. But if I build my body, I'm building my body. I'm a bodybuilding. I'm bodybuilding. Listen to the word. I am going to the gym to bodybuild. So I'm bodybuilding. You understand me? But me, myself, I don't call myself a bodybuilder. In the world of the competition world, the fake acting world, these guys call themselves bodybuilders because that's what they're doing on stage. Get it? They present it that way. That's why on my channel, I never say I'm not a bodybuilding channel. I'm not an exercise channel, a fitness channel. I am none of those things. I'm not a lifting channel, heavy lifting, anything. But people, they just don't understand that. They all trying to push me, press me. They think that I'm a lifting channel, a bodybuilding channel. Absolutely not. I bodybuild. You understand? I build my body. But I am not a bodybuilder, a fake one on a stage. Yeah.
Types of competition. All right. Most of these people chiming in, now granted Omar and Steve do not count in that because they have competed in strength sports. Okay, they are legitimate competitors.
They competed. That is oh, man. I consider strength against humans you match your strength up against another human. I don't consider lifting stuff a strength sport. I consider that a lifting sport. That is lifting. You should call it by its proper name. Lifting sport. Olympic, when they say Olympic lifting, they mean that. Olympic lifting or weightlifting. They call it weightlifting or Olympic lifting. Do you understand, bro? Do you understand that? Do you speak English?
Editors or have been at one time. But a lot of these people chiming in, you guys just work out. You're not bodybuilders. You're not powerlifters. You're not powerbuilders. You're fitness.
Oh, you're not powerlifters. You're not this. You're not that. That's all fake. It's all acting. You're actor. Powerlifting does not exist.
Enthusiasts. Okay, you don't compete in anything. Okay, that's like would literally be like saying I'm a volleyball player. And then you find out they've never actually played a real game of volleyball against another team. They played some volleyball.
Olympic lifting, power lift, weightlifting. See? Lifting something off the ground. It doesn't say strength. There's no words of strength attached to it. Listen to this. Anything that has to do with lifting does not have strength attached to it. But he's going to convince you that we're doing strength, whatever, this strength stuff, whatever. No, but bodybuilding, when you build your body, right? If you bodybuild to build your body, why are you building it? To build it stronger. Think about this. If you go to the gym to bodybuild, what are you building? A strong body. Now, I'm not talking about these fake people that say, well, I'm going to the gym to build a aesthetic body, okay? You're not going to build an aesthetic body. If you're going there, it's not building aesthetic body, bro. It means you just want to get rid of a bunch of fat to reveal some muscular look, a skinny little body with muscles on it, to look kind of ripped and shit. That is not bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is not about getting ripped, aesthetic looks. It's not classic physique or anything. It means what it says, to build your body bigger, better, stronger, and faster. But powerlifting isn't building your body bigger, better, stronger, and faster. What it's building your body is better at lifting stuff. Get it? Yeah, man. You are weak. You have a weak body because you never built it big and strong. It's small and weak. It's only good to lift things. So if you try to actually go out there and try to manhandle some big strong dude or a lion or something, you'll get eaten because you're weak. You understand me? It's not a carryover to bodily strength sports against other humans. It isn't. There's no carryover. But bodybuilding is a carryover to every sport. Running, even lifting, climbing, a whole bunch of stuff. Swimming, you'll be better at all these things because you built your body bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Yeah, and it'll be faster. You'll be very good at everything. It's a carryover to every sport. But lifting stuff is not a carryover to any sport other than factories lifting heavy boxes off the floor.
In their backyard, but they maybe hang out with their best friend in the backyard and play volleyball every night. But you're not a volleyball player till you're on a team competing against another team. All right, then you're a volleyball player. You're a football player. I'm a football player. Well, not till you go and join your school team and play your first game, you're not. Right? Do you see what I mean, guys? These terms do not mean anything to the recreational lifter. And everyone's jumping in. The whole community is arguing about this word. They're arguing about a word that doesn't mean anything. And half these people are saying, well, I don't like this.
Again, power building. That's relative. They're building power. That I don't know the word they're using. There's bodybuilding and then there's power building. How do you build power? I would agree that it just doesn't make any sense, but bodybuilding is a real word. It's a real word. Look it up in a dictionary.
I'm a bodybuilder, but you're not a bodybuilder. You don't compete in bodybuilding, and that's okay.
Yes, I'm not a bodybuilder. I build my body. I body build. See the difference? I body build. Somebody once asked me that, are you bodybuilder? I told them I'm not a bodybuilder, like I said in all my channel, bro. Get it? You understand me?
Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you guys don't compete. So why do you care what term? It's because everyone wants a label, right? Everyone wants a label. They want to be special. They want to be an
They do compete, but these so-called bodybuilder people, they do compete. It's all fake. The whole sport is fake. It's a charlatan. It's based on charlatans. It's like a freak, a circus. The circus used to come around. These freaks used to come. It's the same thing. It's a bunch of freaks. They tricked you. The weights, the balls were empty. They lifted something, or that bar they bent, it was made out of copper, or I don't know, some soft metal or whatever. Maybe it was whatever. Who the hell care? Who the hell knows? I don't know, but it's a lot of fakey shit they were doing, like you guys. The whole sport is totally fake. It just proves everything is fake. This You live in a fake world, in a man-made world, so it's fake, bro. All these sports are fake because they're not done naturally. To be real, you have to be doing something natural in the natural world, but you're in a zoo called the city, and you're living in a natural lifestyle, doing unnatural things to your body, to yourself, and even this shit. It's all unnatural, bro.
a special category, but they don't want to do whatever it takes to go be in that category. You want to be a bodybuilder, you're going to have to get on a stage and compete. You want to be a power.
No, I don't. I don't have to. If I want to bodybuild, I don't have to go on a stage to compete. You understand me? Why do I need to compete? I'm doing it to build my body bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Isn't that the natural way of doing things? The natural law of order? Yeah, to become bigger, better, stronger, and faster. You can do that in this world. You can develop your body to be bigger, better, stronger, and faster. And I'm not talking fake bigger with water bloat. You understand me? I'm talking real bigger, better, stronger, and faster to myofibular growth. You can accomplish this. The task is difficult. You associate pain, the micro injuries, that pain is being something bad, and so you deter away from it because you don't understand. That pain is associated with muscle growth, but you can't comprehend that. You like to come in chronically inflame your muscles for no other reason than to accelerate aging.
Powerlifter, you're going to have to get on the platform and compete. That's what these terms mean.
No, they don't.
Powerbuilding is just
They don't mean any of that stuff. It's all made up.
an ambiguous marketing term. It started up earlier when I was early on YouTube. It's an ambiguous term. It just meant guys who do a bunch of hypertrophy work but still train heavy. It was never clearly defined. So all these people are arguing about what it is and isn't. It doesn't have a definition. And it doesn't need a definition. It's just something that people were selling. People called my Ice Cream Fitness 5x5 a power building program.
Okay, let's just say for all purposes, this lifting stuff is real. Okay, so power lifting, it means to lift something, doesn't say strength. Olympic lifting means to lift something. Weight lifting means to lift weights. Now, bodybuilding, what does that mean? To build your body. And what is the outcome of building your body? What is that outcome? I'll tell you what it is. Your body becomes bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Now, weights don't build your body. That is not associated with building your body. Well, they're going to tell you, well, it's a stimulus, right? For growth, open window, maybe protein synthesis. So what is building your body bigger and stronger? Well, it's really simple. A very specific thing you should be eating, your natural diet. So protein, this protein synthesis, they mean high nutrient protein diet. It's an animal protein that will you have to exceed that breakdown in protein synthesis, this breakdown in your body. You understand me? That's about it. That's it. And you have to cause some injuries to your fibers. How do you do that? Well, it can't be done consistently. It can only be done periodically. Why can't it be done consistently? Because they're injuries. Injuries take a while to repair and then remodel themselves. That's the whole purpose of bodybuilding, to repair and remodel. But you're going to say, well, I'm damaging my muscles every day going to the gym. Oh, you are damaging them, but it isn't micro injuries. Micro injuries can only happen periodically. Again, you can only cut your finger. When you cut your finger, it takes a while for it to heal. Yeah, yeah. These are micro injuries. These aren't like, they're microscopic. You have to see them under a microscope. Maybe like, well, that's really small. Well, yeah, it takes a lot of work to grow muscle. You have to grow them from these injuries. Oh, yeah, like I get scar tissue formation. Well, you could call it scar tissue, but they filled in the cracks in the domes. They fill in the cracks with more tissue, with more fibers. Yeah, and they will lay down more fibers. You have to do something specific. Look, you have to trick your body. It's kind of a trick, this micro injury and stuff, to lay down new tracks. Look, let's just say I did one body part, right? But doing one body part is not going to get your body to lay down these new tracks. It will fill in the cracks, but it won't lay down the new tracks. What makes it lay down new tracks? Well, that is what you would say call an adaptation. And how do you get that adaptation? Well, you have to cause the micro injuries in the entire body in one shot. That's the trick. Because now it just sees this as, wow, this is overwhelming. So we need to give you some new type 2 muscle fibers on top of the cracks and the domes. Yeah, it won't happen periodically if you do one muscle group. And it won't happen anyways in the gym doing one muscle group. It's protected by repeated butt effect. It's a complicated process, but goofball here doesn't understand that because he's too stupid and stubborn. That's why he's never going to build his body. He's just wasting his time.
And other people said, no, it's a bodybuilding program. Remember, Powerlifting to Win reviewed it, and he told people, this is a bodybuilding program. And it was. 5x5, a bunch of hypertrophy. Where do you guys think 5x5 came from? Everyone throws that up as some strength training. 5x5.
No, that's just meaningless. That's not 5x5. It's 3x3 it could be 5x3. Could be 5x5. It just means that you're doing less breakdown in the body because they wanted to do 5x5 because they're trying to pull something heavy, and at the same time they don't want to break down proteins, and they're trying to get more of these androgen receptors for that forced production. Whew, that's why they call it powerlifting. To lift something, your body will give you an adaptation called androgen receptor strength. That's why they always say in science, if you look it up in NCBI, it says the myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. So what controls the mass of the limb muscles? See what I mean? What controls that mass? Well, protein synthesis exceeds this breakdown, and myonuclei, they control that mass. Why? Because they synthesize protein. So if you can't get more of them, you can't further that muscle growth. See what I mean? It's very specific what you're doing, what you're looking for, creating these myotubes and then the nuclei binding to them and creating, and then laying down new tracks it's called hyperplasia. Oh, I forgot. Doesn't exist in your world, hyperplasia. It does exist when you're making this adaptation all in one shot. The body has to be traumatized. You can't traumatize one body part and expect that it'll give you these tracks. You have to fool the body by traumatizing with these micro injuries all over the place. It has to be in your chest, shoulders, arms, your forearms, your back, everywhere. That is the point of it. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be in the lower body. You can commence that the next day and do it. But some people have achieved it all in one shot. There are the odd person out there. I don't know. I would have to stop and keep eating. Once I did my upper body, I'd have to go downstairs in the gym and, I don't know, wolf down a couple of raw eggs or something, I don't know, and go back and start doing my legs. Because remember, there's also a breakdown at this point And the repeated bout effect is kind of starting to kick in too there as well. There's kind of a protective effect, you know what I mean? And you're getting weaker because you're getting micro injuries. You're getting weak through the session, so the weights are feeling really heavy now at this point. It's getting really hard. That's a lot of trauma to put your body through. Get it, bro? Yeah.
It's bodybuilding. That's from the bodybuilding world. Competitive bodybuilders made up 5x5. Okay? Those are the people who made it up originally.
Because bodybuilding is the very first thing that was out there. All the rest of this stuff came later.
Guys who competed in bodybuilding were the ones doing it.
Of course they did.
Which kind of then begs the question, if some of the
It just means that they were trying to open a window for synthesis without breaking down so much muscle. They were trying to get mass. They were chasing this mass, but it ends at a certain level. You can only get so much mass. Look, you get a newbie gain in the beginning, you get a donation of these nuclei. So you furthered that domain. But it never happens again with a second bout. But you still have some nuclei there, and you kind of push it by getting more mass by protein synthesis exceeds this breakdown. But it's extremely hard to stay in an anabolic growth state to protein synthesis exceeds this breakdown. You can't be yo-yoing with it. You have to be in an anabolic growth state every single day for whatever period of time you decide to grow that muscle, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, I don't know, 100 days, whatever it is that you've chosen. But within that 100-day or 60-day period or 30-day period, you must be in an anabolic growth state. Protein synthesis must exceed this breakdown for muscle to keep growing. Otherwise, it will not grow. It will not grow. Get it, man?
As competitive bodybuilders, we're going back in the 50s and 60s, did a bunch of 5-rep sets. Did a bunch of heavy 5-rep sets.
But because everybody's eating glycogen out there, herbivore diet, vegan diets, whatever the hell they're doing, sugar and shit and all that, you're building fake muscles by chronically coming to a gym and lifting chronically because you're never exceeding this protein breakdown. And there's a breakdown and you're never exceeding that. You understand me? So the problem is all of you are eating fucking rice, weird foods, bread, and weird shit, Coca-Cola's pop, I don't know, pizza, whatever the hell you're doing there. And that shit ain't loading anywhere but in the muscle because the muscle can absorb a lot of glycogen. And you misconstrued these fake muscles, these sarcoplasmic artificial muscles, for being muscle. And they don't make you stronger. What makes you stronger are the buildup of these proteins of real muscle on the fiber. Yeah.
Did a bunch of heavy 5-rep sets on classic lifts like squat, bench, and deadlift.
Okay.
And then people want to look at something like that and call that power building. No, that's the roots of bodybuilding. What are you talking about? That is bodybuilding. It's a training ideology and methodology that competitive bodybuilders were the first ones to really start using and canonize. So if you know your history, your lifting history, where did that come from? Bodybuilding. Who is the most famous 5?
I don't know anything about lifting, much about lifting, any lifting history. I go by from experience. I know some stuff. I watch some stuff. I've seen stuff. My experience tells me powerlifting never existed. Didn't even know anything about it when I was growing up. But I did know people lift weights. They went to gyms, this, that, whatever. I started like everybody else. Didn't know anything. Thought there was a magic pill. Everybody does when they're young because they're naive and stupid. They don't know anything. And nobody's out there willing to tell you how it really works. I'm probably the only person on the net that actually brought out proof and proved everything that I said because these people asked me to. Could you prove what you say? And I did. That was the whole point of my channel to begin with. I said it was a marketing it was a test to see if people were really into real. And I found they weren't. So the truth is, he probably did me a favor by striking my channel because I was going to get rid of it eventually anyways. But I was going to keep my travel videos and other stuff that on there for memories. So that's the only thing I'm upset about. I was going to remove all the other videos, everything that I did. I was going to remove them utterly and start a whole new channel just mocking these people, what I'm doing now. So to tell you the truth, it actually kind of worked out. Yeah.
My five guy, Rich Park. He was top bodybuilder at the time. Actual bodybuilding on the stage posing. Okay. Of course, then he played Hercules and stuff. So you look at those things and go, well, so the things that people are now throwing in the category of calling it power building looks a lot like some old school bodybuilding, an actual competitive.
It's because they found that they couldn't build muscle. They found that they're unable to build any muscle. They're only able to lose a bunch of body fat and reveal that there's muscle underneath there. So you see these lines, this muscularity. Because they did just like him. He discovered he can't build muscle. He's got 12-inch arms. So he has to embellish and say, they're 16, bro. 16.5. Yeah. I don't know about he's 16.5, but whatever. So he has to embellish all these things. He has no arms. He has no forearms, nothing. Just wasting his time. He doesn't know how to bypass myonuclear domain size limit. He doesn't know how to get over the repeated butt effect phenomena. Doesn't know anything about that. And when he ever tells you something about DOMs, he associates DOMs with that is bad, don't do that, go away from that. Okay, do that, yes. He tells you now, he started to say protein overfeeding in the last video. Protein overfeeding? It's not an overfeed protein overfeeding. It's protein synthesis must exceed this breakdown. Why? Because you want to convert the catabolic hormone to an androgen so it doesn't have to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor. You understand me? Yeah. And that will give you more strength. Look, I'll explain this. I think people are really deficient in their brain when it comes to lifting. They're so dumb. The myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength but not the mass of the limb muscles. Okay, but we know that hormones will bind to that androgen receptor, giving you more force production. So you get more of these androgen receptors. Okay. If you bodybuild, you definitely will build up some more androgen receptors. Now, how do you increase that strength without, like, not just lifting something heavy off the ground? Well, it's easy. You without steroids want to be super strong like a steroid person. It's really simple. When protein synthesis exceeds that breakdown, you are in what we call an anabolic growth state, okay? So you have a positive nitrogen balance. Therefore, it will suppress myostatin hormone. You will keep growing. Number two, it'll convert the catabolic hormone to an androgen, so it doesn't have to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor. So if it's not competing with that and it converts to an androgen, well, now you have more androgens going to the receptor. Thus, your force production is gonna go through the roof. You understand me? And your body is your testosterone is gonna be sky high. Yeah. You're gonna be extremely anabolic now. Get it? So you're gonna have super strength and your body's gonna build at the same time. And you'll be bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Yeah, that's kind of how it works, broski. You understand me? Only a person who experienced that can tell you that. Like me. He can't tell you that and explain it the way I do because he doesn't have that experience. Get it, man?
Bodybuilding on the stage with a tan flexing bodybuilding, not, oh, I just want to look good. So at what point do people
Bullshit. Everybody wants to look good. That's a lie.
Realize the power building thing is just a type of bodybuilding? Because bodybuilding is not a style of training. It's a form of competition.
No, it's not. Bodybuilding is a style of training. Bodybuilding is a very specific style of training.
That is like saying football training. What does football training look like in the weight room?
Football players train on the field. They train on the field. That's what they do to be good at that sport. It's a technical sport.
Different teams have different coaches and use different approaches. You go look at bodybuilding, do they really train the same?
Listen, why do football players go to a gym and lift weights? Because they're bodybuilding to build their bodies bigger and stronger. You get it, man? Yeah, it's really simple.
Is there a style? Okay, if you look at magazines from the 80s and 90s, there was a style because they kind of just wrote.
Look, man, if you don't have money, then you can't build your body. But you could cheat by taking steroids and build an artificial body. But you're always going to have to take those drugs. That is the problem. People ask me, how'd you build your body? I said money. Money built my body. And then when you have money, it's easier to kind of create certain things that you want to. You can create fake things with money, but you can create real things with it too as well. In this world, you can use it to your advantage. It's very specific what you're trying to do.
One basic system, and then that's what they told everyone they use. It was the bro split. It was like 15 sets per body part done once a week on a 5-day split. That was bodybuilding training. But the bodybuilders didn't really do that. When you ask them later, like, oh.
No, there were many people doing different things because they were shooting and they were missing the dart. That's what happened. Because these people figured they can market something to you to keep you coming, keep you small and you coming back. And then, oh, I got this plan for you and that plan. And then in the end, they never work. None of these plans work. And all your money would have gone down the toilet when all you had to do was one specific thing.
That's what they put in the interview and they paid us to say in the article. We didn't necessarily do it. We didn't do those workouts. That's just what, the Weeder magazine wanted. And then that got called whatever, bodybuilding training. But the guys that weren't actually doing it. Arnold Schwarzenegger did heavy singles. Ronnie Coleman did heavy singles.
They didn't do anything, man. They just glycogen loaded their muscles by moving weights around, screaming and yelling and making a show on video. In the gym, they never did that. They never trained like that. They trained like that goofy shit on videos for you, like, what's his name? Dorian Yates. One more rep. Come on, man. Yeah, man. That's all bullshit and show just for you. Get it, bro? He never trained like that. It's bullshit. Oh, yeah, to the last rep, whatever.
Colombo did heavy singles. Some of these guys used the squat, bench, and deadlift for low reps. Some of them didn't touch those lifts and only did high reps. There have been bodybuilding champions who only did 10 plus reps. There have been bodybuilding champions who maxed on their bench press and their deadlift. Powerlifting, same thing. The only thing powerlifting has in common, compete in the same lifts. The training varies. In fact, so much so that they argue with each other that the training of other champions is completely useless. The systems are so vastly different that they're incompatible.
They're fake champions, bro. They're fake bodybuilders. They're not real. They took drugs like you. They faked it. Whatever they were faking, their creatine, their supplements, everything. They did everything to fake it because they don't want to do it real.
Why these are forms of competition. They're not a type.
It's too much work for people to do it real. It's costly. It's costly. I don't know. They're cheap. What can I tell you? You're all poor. You're cheap.
Type of training. They're competitions. Training is just training. Training is goal specific. You go into the gym with a system in place saying this is what I'm trying to achieve, and you do it.
You're still doing it forever. You're 46 years later, you're still here, dude. You didn't accomplish it. You didn't accomplish it. I built my body super big and strong, bigger, better, stronger, faster in a relatively extremely short time. You understand me? By actually going all out. Look, if you're serious, you're going to go all out. But if you're not serious, you're just going to waste your time like Blaha lifting a heavy weight off the floor for the rest of your life in hell, lifting hell.
Quit trying to label all of it. Quit trying to label it. It's all just stimulus at the end of the day. All right.
No, it's not just stimulus at the end of the day. He's absolutely wrong. What kind of person is this? How could you call this person a coach when he just doesn't understand anything? Cripees, man, he doesn't understand jack shit. Look, if you want to be a world-class runner, bodybuilding works for that because I told you, If protein synthesis, you remember, you are breaking down proteins as we speak. They're building up and breaking down. Now, you want to exceed that breakdown. What do you want to do? You want to be anabolic. How do you be anabolic in the natural world? Well, protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. Now, when it exceeds that breakdown, you're anabolic now. What does that mean? Well, the the catabolic hormone, it converts to an androgen, so it no longer has to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor with the other hormones. Get it? It's not competing anymore. You've converted it. See what I mean? So you've got more hormones. Therefore, you'll be faster. Plus, you're not breaking down protein, you're building up proteins on the myofibrillar, the type 2. They're going to make you faster. That's another thing. Now, if you want to be even faster, you have to cause injuries to these myofibrillars so you can get the satellite cells to donate their nuclei, their myonuclei, to further that domain. And it has to be traumatized in order for it to lay down more of these type 2 muscle fibers. That is the whole point. That is the purpose behind it, like I mentioned in my videos. Man, maybe, I don't know, in the future I may go more explanatory, bro, but I guess people, they just don't understand that. So if the myocytic androgen receptor controls that strength, then, and it doesn't control the mass, what controls the mass? Like just told you. See what I mean? What controls the mass? Protein synthesis. Now, what controls the myocytic androgen receptor, that strength? Remember that. What controls that? It's really simple. that you suppressing you being anabolic. That's what's going to do that. And it'll convert the catabolic hormone to an androgen, so it doesn't have to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor. See? So the myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength. Now, how do you get more strength? It's easy, without taking steroids. Because it doesn't control the mass. Here comes the two parts again. Protein synthesis exceeds that breakdown. That means you shut off the myostatin hormone. Now you're growing all the time. There's no interference. Understand me? There's no breakdown. There's just a buildup all the time. You're constantly building in a building state. You're anabolic. So that will convert the catabolic hormone. Doesn't exist anymore. You're no longer catabolic. It'll convert to an androgen, so it doesn't have to compete with, so it doesn't have to, it itself will not compete with the myocytic androgen receptor, giving you a lot more force production, and you'll grow bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Now, that's just mass on the myofibrillar. But like I said, if you want to get further that domain with myonuclei, now that's the trick. You have to traumatize the body to get that body to give you that adaptation and get that satellite cell to donate its nuclei to that domain to further that growth. Now you get it. See you in the next one. Ciao, my friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. This is going way too long. Education is over. See you later.